Hey everybody, Matt Schnicker here with BX Realty in Orlando, coming at you with the pros and cons of living in Orlando. I'm a positive person, so we'll start with pros. In Orlando, there is no winter weather that will get you down. If you live up north, you know exactly what a snow shovel is, and I have never seen one here in Orlando. If you hate cold weather, this is the place to be. Enough said. Even though Florida is known as the lightning strike capital of the world, there is almost always sunshine. Today is a gorgeous day out. That's why I'm doing this outside. You can see the clouds behind me in the reflection of the window. And it's wonderful because all these things really help lift your mood. Now, being a native here, we run into a lot of transplants. So you do get used to new people moving in and stories about where they used to live up north, overseas, even on the West Coast. Disney is a very big one. And being this close to Disney, you get to experience every season and event. And it's much more relaxing because you don't have the stress and the pressure to see it all in one day. And if for some reason the weather's bad that day, you just leave. You can come back next week, next month, the next day, whatever you want to do. There's always something new at Disney. And from where I live right now, I can actually hear the fireworks that go off every single night. And on my in-laws' house, if you go out on the roof at a certain time of night, you can see the fireworks from where they live. And being a local, we run into a lot of tourists, which is pretty cool because you feel like a pro sometimes when they ask where something is because you've been there before. And this is not just in Disney, this is all around Orlando. The houses and neighborhoods and shopping centers are all pretty, and the houses here are gorgeous. If you go places like Oviedo, Winter Springs, and Winter Park, everything is kept up, everything looks great, a lot of it is new, and there is always tons of things to do. Beaches are 45 minutes to the east, hour and a half to the west. You have river springs and parks. I mean, there's so many ways to enjoy being outside. You can go walk a trail in the middle of Oviedo. You can go to the beach in Daytona. You can go west coast and you can go to Clearwater, which is amazing. It's a beautiful beach out there. Endless amount of restaurants. If you go down to iDrive, there are tons of really cool restaurants, upscale, a lot of family-friendly restaurants out there as well. And if you want to go out for a good cocktail, go to Del Frisco's and order the VIP. You won't be disappointed. Florida winters are just amazing. It's great being outside. You have cooler temperatures. You can go enjoy the sunshine and the weather. It's usually in the 70s. We do have a few times that it'll dip into the 30s, and that's when you get to bring out the one jacket that you own. In a single day, you can actually see the sunrise on the beach and the sunset on the beach with just a 2.5 hour drive in between. And if you're a local, it's kind of a badge of honor to say that you've done that before. Now, some things I'm not really fond of about living in Orlando. The summers here are hot. When I say hot, I mean hot. But the best part is you have a pool in your backyard, you have a beach less than an hour away, easy ways to cool off, easy ways to get outside, easy ways to see the sun. It's amazing. Now, driving here could be somewhat of a challenge. I-4 is one of those roads that will probably be under construction forever. But with how quickly they're moving right now, it shouldn't be too long before it's done. And it's going to be a wonderful drive, wide open, easy to take. Now, being a local, I run into a lot of tourists. And sometimes I run into some interesting questions that I'm not sure how to answer. But having living here my entire life, I do have a lot of other options that I give them. Now, if you're like me, you hate spiders. That is the one thing that I'm afraid of. It's the one thing that'll make me scream like a girl and run to the other room. It's the one thing that my wife has to take care of in our house. We do have mosquitoes here that can get on your nerves and under your skin and make you itch a little bit. But you know what? Screened in patio, a little bit of bug spray, easy peasy. Now, having so many things to do here, it does get a little pricey if you want to be doing something big every single day. Like I couldn't go to iDrive and go to the Icon every single day. There's no way I could afford that. But beaches are cheap. You pack a cooler, you pack a few things, a few drinks, you're good to go. One other thing is you kind of take Disney for granted. While going often has tons of perks and it's really fun to get out there, it does seem a bit normal when you go there too much. But that's why we bring our kids, because it's fun for them, it's new, and we keep the magic alive that way. If you have any other pros and cons about Orlando, let me know in the comments. I'll get back to you. Schnicker out.